My name is Alyssa and I'm a cosmetologist. I am going to teach you how to prepare to cut hair. Today we're going to go over the proper tools that you're going to need, the best locations for cutting hair, how to communicate with your clients, and a few of the do's and don'ts for when you go get your hair cut. Let's start with the proper tools that it takes for cutting hair. You're going to want either a cape or a towel in order to keep the cut hair off of your client's body. Then you're going to want a clip for dividing and sectioning off the hair that you're cutting. To go with that clip, you're going to want to have a comb for helping section that off and to hold the hair that you're cutting. You're going to need scissors for cutting the hair, of course. And you're also going to need a spray bottle for dampening the hair when you cut it. Now let's talk about location. The best location for cutting hair would be somewhere with hardwood flooring, good lighting, and no movement in the air. To eliminate these factors, you don't want to have any fans around. You want to make sure that you've got a bright light in the room, and you want to make sure that it's somewhere that you can easily sweep up the hair that you have cut off. Let's move on to how to communicate with your clients. You want to ask questions like, is your hair thick or is it thin? Is it curly or is it straight? You're going to want a detailed description of what they would like done with their hair. Whether it's a photo on their phone or a hard copy they bring in, you want to make sure that you know what they want before you do touch their hair. You never want to leave a customer unsatisfied. Finally, we're going to talk about the do's and don'ts for when you get your hair cut. Do have an idea or an example of what you would like to have done. A cosmetologist can't just work all the time with what you say. There's a lot of different ways and options when it comes to getting your hair cut. Having a photo or having some sort of general idea of what you want would be helpful. You're going to want to have your hair at a natural part so that it's easier for the cosmetologist to work with your hair. You don't have to wash your hair if you are okay with them shampooing it for you. Otherwise, you want to have it washed and prepared for them to work with it. Make sure you make it known whether or not you want product in your hair. If you don't, just let the cosmetologist know before she begins. If you do, make sure you let her know what product and what brand, because there are lots of options. You should never get a haircut at the spur of the moment. You should always at least wait 24 hours before doing it, because hair doesn't grow back overnight and you want to make sure that you are okay with cutting it off. So to recap, we went over the tools that you're going to need, such as a comb and a pair of scissors. We went over the proper locations for cutting hair, such as a place with hardwood floors and nice lighting. We went over how to communicate with your client, such as getting the information of what they would like done to their hair and what kind of hair they have that you're going to be working with. And finally, the do's or don'ts, such as having your hair laying naturally so that it's easier for them to work with, or having it washed or not washed depending on what you prefer. Once again, my name's Alyssa and this has been How to Prepare to Cut Hair.